There's actually a small appendage that sticks out at the top of the craft, and it produces a heart-shaped gravitational distortion around the craft. Now, if the craft is sitting in the air.
The moon hung low in the night sky, a pale, ghostly orb that has captivated humanity for millennia. Its quiet glow feels familiar, almost comforting, like an old friend watching over us. But what if that friend has been keeping secrets? Secrets so profound they could rewrite everything we thought we knew about our closest celestial neighbor? In 2019, scientists at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center stumbled upon something that sent a shiver through the scientific community. A gravitational distortion buried deep beneath the moon's far side. So massive it warps the lunar surface itself, pressing it down more than half a mile. This isn't just a quirk of physics. It's a mystery that pulses with the weight of billions of years, a hidden scar that could unlock the moon's ancient past and shape humanity's future among the stars. Imagine a force so powerful it bends light, twists radio waves, and defies everything we thought possible. This is the story of that discovery, a tale of wonder, tension, and the relentless human drive to uncover the truth. Picture yourself standing on the moon's desolate, dusty surface, the Earth a distant blue marble in the sky. You're near the South Pole Aitken Basin, a colossal crater stretching over 1,600 miles across the moon's far side, one of the largest impact scars in our solar system. The ground beneath your boots feels solid, but hundreds of miles below, something immense is lurking. NASA's Gravity Recovery and Interior Laboratory mission, or GRAIL, revealed it. A gravitational anomaly so dense it's estimated to weigh 2 quintillion kilograms, 5 times the mass of Hawaii's Big Island. This isn't just a heavy rock. It's a force that tugs at the moon's crust, sinking the basin floor in a way that defies expectation. The GRAIL spacecraft, a pair of sleek probes orbiting in tandem, mapped the moon's gravitational field with such precision that scientists could detect variations down to a few kilometers across. What they found wasn't just a blip on a chart. It was a fingerprint of something ancient, something that survived cataclysmic forces from the dawn of the solar system. The discovery hit like a shockwave. Scientists at Goddard pored over the data, their screens glowing with intricate maps of gravitational pull. They weren't just looking at numbers, they were peering into the moon's soul. The anomaly lies deep beneath the South Pole Aitken Basin, hidden where no camera could ever reach. Its sheer scale is staggering. Imagine a mass so enormous it warps the very fabric of the moon, creating a gravitational well that pulls everything toward it. But what could it be? One theory whispers of an ancient asteroid, its metallic core lodged in the lunar mantle after a collision so violent it carved out the basin itself billions of years ago. Picture it, a rogue rock from the early solar system, slamming into the moon with apocalyptic force, its dense heart sinking into the molten depths, but never fully dissolving. If true, this buried relic could be a time capsule, holding clues to the chaotic infancy of our cosmic neighborhood. Yet there's another possibility, one that stirs the imagination just as deeply. The anomaly might not be an intruder at all, but a remnant of the moon's own fiery birth. As the moon cooled from a molten orb, dense oxides could have crystallized in its depths, forming a concentrated mass unlike anything we've seen in lunar samples. This would mean the moon's interior is more complex than we ever imagined, with pockets of exotic chemistry that challenge our understanding of how planets form. Either way, this hidden mass is a story written in gravity, a secret the moon has guarded for eons. The scientists at Goddard weren't just analyzing data, they were detectives, piecing together a mystery that could redefine the moon, not as a dead rock, but as a world alive with history. The South Pole Aitken anomaly isn't alone. Across the moon's surface, GRAIL uncovered a network of gravitational distortions, each one a clue to a past we're only beginning to understand. These mass concentrations, dot the lunar landscape, lurking beneath the dark, lava-filled plains we call Maria. Places like Mare Imbrium and Mare Serenitatis, visible as shadowy patches on the moon's near side, hide their own gravitational quirks. These aren't new discoveries. They've puzzled scientists since the Apollo era. Back in 1968, NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory noticed something odd. Unmanned lunar orbiters were speeding up and slowing down unpredictably as they passed over certain regions. It was as if the moon was reaching out, tugging at the spacecraft with invisible hands. The largest mascons lie beneath the Maria, where logic would suggest gravity should be weaker due to the crater's lower mass. Instead, these areas exert a stronger pull, a paradox that baffled researchers for decades. The real-world stakes of these anomalies became painfully clear during Apollo 16. Astronauts released a small sub-satellite into lunar orbit, expecting it to circle the moon for at least a year. But the mascons had other plans. Their gravitational grip destabilized the satellite's path, dragging it from 55 miles above the surface to a mere 6 miles before it crashed after just 35 days. NASA researcher Alex Konoplev later explained that these mascons make most low lunar orbits inherently unstable, like trying to balance a marble on a warped table. Grail's high-resolution maps finally revealed why. Each mascon forms a distinctive bullseye pattern in the gravity field, a central peak of intense gravity, ringed by a deficit, then a faint outer surplus. It's the signature of ancient impacts, where massive collisions triggered molten mantle to well up, leaving dense scars preserved in the moon's gravitational memory. These discoveries aren't just about unraveling the past. They're about shaping the future. The moon's uneven gravity field poses real challenges for spacecraft, forcing mission planners to rethink orbital paths and landing strategies. The Artemis program, NASA's ambitious plan to return humans to the moon, relies on these gravitational maps to ensure safe landings in stable orbits. But there's a flip side to the challenge: opportunity. The same anomalies that threaten spacecraft could point to hidden treasures. If the South Pole Aitken mass is indeed an asteroid's core, it might be rich in metals like iron, nickel, or even platinum, resources that could fuel lunar industries. And where gravity dips slightly, scientists suspect subsurface voids or porous rock, perhaps even water ice in shadowed craters, critical for sustaining a lunar base. The moon, once thought a barren wasteland, is revealing itself as a world of possibilities, its secrets etched not in stone, but in the invisible contours of its gravitational field. The most breathtaking revelation came from the moon's near side, where the vast Oceanus Procellarum, often called the man in the moon, stares down at Earth. For centuries, astronomers assumed this 1,600-mile-wide dark patch was just another impact basin, a scar from a cosmic collision. Grail proved them wrong. In 2014, its gravity maps unveiled a truth that rewrote lunar geology. Oceanus Procellarum isn't a crater at all. Its gravitational signature shows a polygonal pattern, with straight edges meeting at sharp 120-degree angles, unlike the circular scars of impacts. This geometry tells a story of internal forces, not external blows. Billions of years ago, as the moon's interior cooled, a massive plume of magma rose beneath the surface, stretching and fracturing the crust into a rectangular grid. Lava poured through these cracks, flooding the region to form the vast mare we see today. It's a volcanic province, not a crater, a testament to the moon's fiery youth, when its heart still pulsed with molten energy. This discovery hit me like a wave. The man in the moon, that familiar face we've gazed at since childhood, isn't the remnant of some ancient crash, but a monument to the moon's own restless spirit. It's a reminder that the moon isn't just a passive bystander in the solar system story. It's a world shaped by its own internal dramas. The Grail data showed dense lava flows filling the cracked crust, their gravitational weight painting a map of this ancient upheaval. Every time I look up at the moon now, I see more than a pretty glow. I see a world that's lived, that's fought, that's scarred by forces we're only beginning to comprehend. And yet, this is just the beginning. The moon's gravitational landscape is a puzzle with pieces still missing, each anomaly a question mark that beckons us to dig deeper, to explore further, to dream bigger. The moon's secrets don't end with its ancient scars or fiery origins. Beneath its quiet surface lies a world that's still whispering to us, its gravitational murmurs revealing possibilities that could change humanity's future forever. As NASA's Grail mission peeled back the layers of the moon's invisible landscape, scientists at Goddard Space Flight Center began to see something extraordinary. The lunar surface isn't just a graveyard of cosmic collisions, it's a map of potential, a blueprint for the first human outpost beyond Earth. Imagine standing on the edge of a lunar crater, the silence so profound it feels like the universe is holding its breath. But beneath your feet, hidden in the moon's gravitational field, are clues to vast underground chambers, ancient lava tubes, and resources that could sustain life in the harshest environment we've ever dared to call home. This is the story of how the moon's hidden gravity is guiding us toward a future where the stars are no longer out of reach. The South Pole Aitken Basin, that colossal scar on the moon's far side, remains the heart of this mystery. Its gravitational anomaly, a mass so dense it warps the lunar crust, isn't just a scientific curiosity, it's a beacon for exploration. Scientists estimate this buried giant at 2.18 quintillion kilograms, a weight that boggles the mind. To grasp it, picture stacking 5 Hawaii-sized islands on top of each other, then sinking them deep into the moon's mantle. In 2019, when Goddard researchers combined Grail's gravity data with topographic maps from the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, they confirmed something astonishing. This mass is physically dragging the basin floor down by over half a mile. It's as if the moon itself is bowing under the weight of its own history. But what could this anomaly be? The idea of an ancient asteroid's metallic core, lodged like a bullet in the lunar mantle, feels like something out of a cosmic crime scene. If true, it's a relic from a time when the solar system was a chaotic battlefield, with debris raining down on a young, molten moon. Alternatively, it could be a pocket of dense oxides, crystallized as the moon's magma ocean cooled, a snapshot of a process that shaped our nearest neighbor billions of years ago. Either possibility sets the imagination ablaze. If it's an asteroid core, we're talking about a treasure trove of metals, iron, nickel, maybe even platinum, locked away in the lunar depths. For future colonists, this could be a game changer, a resource to mine for building habitats or fueling industries. If it's oxides, it tells us the moon's interior is far more complex than we ever dreamed, with chemical secrets that could rewrite the story of how planets form. But the truth remains elusive, buried too deep for cameras or rovers to reach. What we do know is that this anomaly isn't just a puzzle for scientists. It's a challenge for the dreamers, the engineers, the explorers who see the moon not as a distant orb, but as the first stepping stone to the stars. The Artemis program, NASA's bold plan to return humans to the lunar surface, is already leaning on these gravity maps to choose landing sites and plan missions. Every anomaly, every gravitational quirk is a signpost pointing to where we might build humanity's first off-world home. But the moon's gravitational surprises don't stop at buried masses. They extend to something even more tantalizing, the possibility of hidden shelters. In 2023, researchers analyzing Grail's gravity gradients over the Marius Hills region of Oceanus Procellarum found something that made their hearts race. Subtle dips in the gravitational field hinted at a void. A massive lava tube, potentially tens of kilometers long, lying beneath the lunar surface. These aren't just empty spaces. They're natural bunkers, formed billions of years ago when molten lava carved tunnels through the moon's crust before cooling and leaving hollow chambers behind. Picture it. A cavern so vast it could house an entire lunar city, its walls shielding astronauts from the deadly radiation that bathes the moon's surface. The moon has no atmosphere, no magnetic field to deflect cosmic rays. Daytime temperatures soar to 260 degrees Fahrenheit, while nights plummet to minus 280 degrees. Micrometeorites pepper the surface, tiny bullets traveling at thousands of miles per hour. But inside a lava tube, you're safe, protected by meters of solid rock, with stable temperatures and a roof to keep the sky's dangers at bay. The discovery at Marius Hills wasn't a fluke. Grail's ultra-sensitive measurements can detect these gravitational dips with astonishing precision, like feeling the absence of weight where a void lies below. The Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter had already spotted a pit in the region, a skylight, a collapse in the surface that might be the entrance to this underground world. Now Grail's data confirmed it. The pit likely leads to an extensive lava tube, a ready-made habitat that could house thousands. Scientists at Goddard are buzzing with excitement because this isn't just about one cave. The moon's gravitational map suggests there could be dozens, maybe hundreds, of these tubes scattered across its surface. Each one is a potential sanctuary, a place where humanity could take its first tentative steps toward becoming a multiplanetary species. The thought is humbling. The moon, so long seen as a barren wasteland, might already have the shelters we need, carved by its own ancient fires. These gravitational discoveries aren't just about finding safe havens, they're about overcoming the moon's dangers. The uneven gravity field has been a thorn in the side of mission planners since the Apollo days. Those mascons, the dense concentrations beneath the lunar maria, don't just tug at spacecraft, they can doom them. The Apollo 16 sub-satellite's crash was a stark reminder. The moon's gravity is a force to be reckoned with. NASA scientists have identified just 4 stable low-altitude orbits around the moon at specific angles, 27, 50, 76, and 86 degrees. Stray outside these frozen orbits, and a spacecraft's path will spiral, pulled off course by the relentless grip of mascons. The Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, still circling the moon in 2025, burns fuel every few weeks to stay on track. Without those corrections, it too would meet a fiery end. For Artemis missions, this means every orbit, every landing, must be planned with surgical precision, using Grail's gravity maps to avoid disaster. Yet there's a silver lining in these challenges. The same mascons that threaten spacecraft could be treasure maps. Their intense gravitational pulls suggest dense materials, perhaps metal ores or other resources, lying just beneath the surface. For a lunar base, this could mean the difference between survival and failure. Imagine landing near a mascon, drilling into the lunar crust, and finding a vein of iron or nickel to build tools, habitats, or even rocket parts. And where gravity dips, there might be water ice locked in permanently shadowed craters near the lunar poles. Water isn't just for drinking, it's for making fuel, growing food, sustaining life. The moon's gravitational anomalies are like a cosmic guidebook, showing us where to look, where to dig, where to dream. Then there's the moon's tidal dance with Earth, a subtle flexing that reveals even deeper secrets. In 2024, Goddard scientists measured tiny changes in the moon's gravitational field as it orbits our planet, tugged by Earth's own gravity. These tidal shifts, so small they're measured in centimeters, showed something astonishing. The moon's deep interior might not be entirely solid. A low viscosity layer, perhaps partially molten, could still exist in the lower mantle. It's as if the moon, long thought to be a cold, dead world, still has a faint heartbeat. This discovery, made possible by tracking spacecraft with pinpoint accuracy, challenges everything we thought we knew about the moon's evolution. If parts of its interior are still soft or hot, it could affect everything from the stability of lunar bases to the resources we hope to extract. It's a reminder that the moon is alive in its own way, shaped by forces that stretch back to the birth of the solar system. Every revelation from Grail feels like a door swinging open, inviting us to step through. The moon's gravitational field isn't just a scientific puzzle, it's a call to adventure. These anomalies, whether they're asteroid cores, lava tubes, or molten layers, aren't just quirks of a distant world. They're the keys to unlocking humanity's future. As we stand on the cusp of returning to the moon, these discoveries are shaping our plans, guiding our ships, and whispering of possibilities we've only begun to imagine. The moon isn't just a destination, it's a partner in our journey. Its hidden landscape of gravity pointing the way toward a future where humanity's dreams reach beyond the horizon. The moon's gravitational secrets aren't just echoes of its ancient past. They're a roadmap for humanity's future. As NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center unravels the lunar landscape through Grail's meticulous gravity maps, we're not just learning about a world that's been our silent companion for eons. We're discovering how it can become our first home beyond Earth. Imagine a future where astronauts walk through vast lava tubes, shielded from cosmic radiation, or mine ancient asteroid cores for metals to build lunar cities. These aren't dreams, they're possibilities grounded in the moon's hidden gravitational truths. But with every discovery comes a humbling reminder. The moon is no passive stage for our ambitions. Its uneven gravity challenges our spacecraft, reshapes our plans, and demands we respect its complex history. This is the final chapter of our journey through the moon's invisible forces, a story of danger, opportunity, and the unrelenting human spirit that dares to reach for the stars. The practical stakes of these gravitational anomalies are immense. The mascons, those dense pockets of mass beneath the lunar maria, aren't just scientific puzzles. They're hazards that can pull spacecraft off course, as Apollo 16's doomed sub-satellite proved. NASA's Artemis missions, set to return humans to the moon in the coming years, rely on Grail's maps to navigate these invisible traps. Only a handful of stable orbits exist, and landing near a mascon requires extra fuel to counter its pull. Yet these same mascons could be gold mines. Their intense gravity suggests dense materials, perhaps metals or ores, that could sustain lunar colonies. Picture a future where we drill into the South Pole Aitken Basin, tapping an ancient asteroid's core for resources to build habitats or fuel rockets. The moon's gravity isn't just a challenge, it's a guide, pointing us to the riches hidden beneath its surface. Even more tantalizing are the gravitational dips that hint at subsurface voids. In 2023, Grail's data confirmed a massive lava tube beneath Marius Hills, a potential sanctuary for future settlers. These natural caverns could shield astronauts from the moon's brutal environment. Radiation, extreme temperatures, micrometeorites, offering ready-made homes for humanity's first off-world communities. The Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter's images of surface pits, paired with Grail's gravity maps, suggest these tubes are widespread, some large enough to house thousands. The idea takes my breath away. The moon, so long seen as a lifeless rock, might already hold the shelters we need, carved by its ancient volcanic heart. These discoveries are turning science fiction into reality, guiding NASA and private companies like SpaceX as they plan permanent lunar bases. The moon's dynamic nature adds another layer of wonder. In 2024, Goddard scientists found that Earth's tidal pull slightly flexes the moon, revealing a partially molten layer deep in its mantle. This faint pulse suggests the moon isn't entirely cold and dead, challenging our assumptions about its evolution. This could impact everything from resource extraction to the stability of lunar structures. If the moon's interior is still active, even faintly, it might hold water or minerals critical for sustaining life. These tidal measurements, made without drilling a single hole, show how gravity lets us peer into the moon's core, unlocking secrets billions of years old. It's a reminder that exploration doesn't always require touching the surface. Sometimes it's about listening to the invisible. Importantly, these findings are grounded in hard science. NASA hasn't found alien bases or exotic physics, just natural processes like impacts and volcanic activity explained by known laws. The South Pole Aitken anomaly, whether an asteroid core or dense oxides, fits within our understanding of the solar system's chaotic past. Yet the questions it raises are thrilling. Could these mascons lead us to metal deposits for lunar industries? Might low-gravity zones reveal water ice for drinking or fuel? Could seismic probes one day map the lunar mantle, telling us more about Earth's own infancy? These are the frontiers NASA's Goddard team is exploring, and with Artemis missions on the horizon, answers are closer than ever. As we stand on the brink of a new lunar era, these gravitational discoveries are more than academic. They're a call to action. The moon's hidden landscape, revealed through Grail's precision, is shaping where we'll land, build, and live. It's guiding us to safe orbits, resource-rich sites, and natural shelters. But more than that, it's reminding us that the moon is no mere rock. It's a world with a story, a partner in our cosmic journey. Every anomaly, every gravitational quirk is a chapter in that story, urging us to keep exploring, to keep asking questions. The moon has been humanity's muse for millennia, but now it's something more, a stepping stone to the stars, its secrets written in the invisible language of gravity. As we prepare to return, we carry not just tools and technology, but a sense of awe for the mysteries still waiting to be uncovered.